Hello to my Leos. All right, this video is for the 12th through the 18th/19th of May. Happy full moon in Scorpio. Happy full flower moon in Scorpio. So everybody's gonna have two videos this time, just for this week. I mean, just for this, yeah. I can't say for this week. Let me see how I can word this. For this day, you're gonna have two videos today for today. They're pre-recorded, so anyway, for this day. So you're gonna see this video on Monday. So you got two videos for Monday, right? And the reason for that is because we have the moon is in Scorpio, and Scorpio's card is the death card, right? So death sounds like ugh, right? But it's really a rebirth, because that rebirth is in a flower. It's a flower moon, right? So when you think about flowers, you think about planting a seed and growing, making sure that it's in fertile soil, right? You get proper sunlight, proper water, air, all those other wonderful things, right? So that that seed can grow. So closing out a cycle, right? So closing out a cycle. So anyway, I've already prayed over your cards. Let's see. I'm a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, healed relationships, right? So, all right. Let's get a number. So happy full moon, happy full moon, happy full moon. The second reading is going to be for, and that's going to be later on, give you a chance to digest, closing out a cycle. So don't forget to like, share, comment. And if you are new to my channel, if you're just cruising on by, consider subscribing. Consider. Take on what resonates with you. 153, inner strength, positive results ahead. So it looks like you're standing, you're closing out a cycle. So this 153, 1 and 5 is 6, and then 3 would be 9. So you're already thinking unity, right? So it looks like you're closing out a cycle with a karmic. So positive results ahead. You have declined the right thing at the right time. So your angels are applauding this recent focus on self-discipline. The toxic things that you say no to produce positive results in the long run. And by making these decisions, you are telling the universe that you are worth the effort it takes today to live your best life tomorrow. Sit in gratitude as you reflect on the goodness you've done for yourself when you said no to something that isn't for you. So 153 is your number. And let's get some messages from the ancestors. And even that color purple, that connects us with the crown chakra. So somebody is really all about helping people to adjust crowns in a very positive way. And like I said, all about unity, all about love. Amethyst connects us with the crown chakra. Diamonds connect us with the crown chakra. Clear quartz connects us with the crown chakra. So somebody's all about clear intention. Somebody's not all about the negative, low vibrational, whatever. So Angel Raphael, the healer and protector of travelers, is with you. Throat chakra cleanse, you're all about manifestations. Through your throat chakra, the answers you seek are coming, right? They are a python, the spirit of lying, right? So, oops. Everything in moderation. You made a positive impact on them, whoever they are. But remember this, right? So your idea of unity may not be someone else's idea of unity, and that's okay, okay? So keep that in mind too. So keep that in mind as well. She apologizes for betraying you. He apologizes for betraying you. So it could have been a couple that betrayed you. The new one is extra special. Your ancestors have a message. Move in silence and move in peace. Should you double back for them? You probably already know the answer to that. They're still telling lies about you, but you don't care. Again, you're just on a whole new, somebody's really on just this whole new operating in the spirit of love. When you're at a level of the crown chakra, helping people to adjust their crown chakra, your new home awaits. You're not about that. You're healing from the pain that they caused. They are a druid, a kind of malevolent nocturnal spirit associated with nightmares. Apparently, there's maybe a couple that still does things behind people's backs. I mean, what are you going to do about that? That's just at a lower frequency. That's what's making you break some kind of a chain. And, you know, you're all about, like I said, a magnet for harmonious, peaceful, healed relationships. That's their karma that they have to deal with, you know. Maybe somebody's still dealing with a lot of high anxiety. Who knows? I mean, really, who knows? Who knows? That's not the frequency that you're on. That's just not the frequency that you're on. Somebody's all about harmony, peace, healing, and just being a magnet for that. So let's get into your reading. I've already prayed over your cards. And that's that. That's that. And those are the energies that you're aligning with. So yeah, you're breaking that. You're breaking some kind of cycle. So somebody is all about moving to the future, focusing on the future. All right. So 6 of Swords. You're moving on from something. You're moving on. Yeah, King of Wands here. Somebody's a very bold leader. Somebody's learning how to just transition smoothly through life. When people are being shady towards people, you're just learning how to just move a quiet transition, right? You're a very resourceful person. You've already gone down a rabbit hole of things. For as far as you're concerned, something is not all about just money for you. You're waiting on some kind of results. Somebody is planning on traveling, maybe leaving home. Something was done behind someone's back, in secret. And the tower is caused some kind of an awakening. Something was done in secret behind someone's back, to be shady, just to be shady. And, a couple is apologizing for something, and here we have the 6 of Wands here. Just to separate some people, just to separate some people. And something happened rather quickly. Something happened really quickly. But, using someone who is quite resourceful, and so here we have the Knight of Swords here, and somebody said somebody was a bully, or somebody's words were going to be used against them, just because somebody, it's like somebody was using somebody's past against them. Somebody was resourceful, somebody was a bully. It's like somebody wanted to just kind of abuse their power. Somebody want to say, oh yeah, okay, well, I'll use somebody's words against them. We got the power to use against. We got something we can use against somebody. Okay, well, we gonna take some kind of quick action. Let's think quickly. Who can we call? Who can we, And so now people are apologizing, for something. So the answers that you seek are coming. Somebody, like I said, somebody's still telling lies about you, but you don't care at this point. Like I said, you're moving in silence and moving in peace, and these energies are associated with nightmares. And, like I said, 8 of Cups. You're walking away in disillusionment, leaving behind. It's just a time for change at this point. Time for change. Time for change. Queen of Swords. Somebody is now sitting on the throne, just kind of carefully vetting their thoughts, putting away, putting emotions under lock and key. Carefully vetting their thoughts. So like I said, somebody took some kind of quick action to prove, that they had the power to do something. Here we have the 9 of Swords, create a nightmare for somebody. Yep. Here we have the Page of Swords. To make somebody feel like they were walking on eggshells. Like a total abuse of power. You know, somebody just, you know, this, like I said, Ten of Swords. Try to cause some kind of complete and painful ending. To try to cause some rock bottom for somebody. I mean, So, Eight of Swords. Somebody is saying something was self-imposed restriction. Somebody wants to entrap somebody, imprison somebody. I mean, like either put somebody either in handcuffs or put somebody in a mental institution. These are the types of energies. Whoever this energy is, like I said, wanting to completely cause somebody a tower moment. This is literally somebody, whoever this energy, this is an obsession. This is a complete, whoever these energies are, somebody, as far as you're concerned, Leo, somebody was saying you were overthinking something. And these are energies that like you're somehow connected to, is what Source is saying. You're somehow connected to these energies. And this tower right here was like basically you're somehow connected to these energies and you're having a total recall with this. And they're somehow connected to your past, right? And somehow you either believe them or believe something that they told you or something, right? But I see now you're walking away from the energies. Somehow you're walking away from the energies. If something was done behind someone's back and somebody took some kind of swift action, I mean, they took a swift action just to put themselves in the center stage of something. Just to put themselves in the center stage, and now somebody's apologizing. Two people are apologizing for something that they did. Yep, just to sacrifice somebody. I mean, yep. Just to end somebody. This is a death card. Just to say, like I said, this is just to end somebody. Just to cause a rebirth. Just to cause a rebirth. I mean, a complete and total, yeah, like I said, a rebirth of two people. A quick rebirth of two people. Wow. This is really a complete and total abuse of power. So whoever did this, and they took speedy action. Yep, Ace of Wands. This with them was just nothing but a project. Nothing but a project. So something for you is causing you to exhibit great willpower, because something for you is somebody is saying you turned your back on them when you started talking about expansion. Somebody said you turned your back on them when you started either listening to or talking about expansion, excuse me, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. A couple said something about you started talking about expansion or something like that. You turned your back on them. Here we have the King of Swords here. And again, this is kind of a power play. This is kind of a power play. And so you know who's behind what. Here's a family that's behind something. If somebody wants to show you what they could do to somebody else, you know, who they said, you know, let me show you what we can do, who people who think they can get away with something. This is seven of, somebody called somebody a snake. This is Seven of Cups here. So it's like, who did I hear say this? I heard a celebrity say something one time. Like somebody wanted to make an example out of somebody. Somebody's like, we can got a lot of resources. See, that's what the Queen of Pentacles is, like, resourceful person. We got a lot of resources. We can pick up a phone. We can make stuff happen just like that. We can end somebody just like that, right? That's what all of this air is. We can make one phone call and we can end somebody just like that. We can end the competition just like that. That's what this is. We're a family that we got resources everywhere. We can end somebody just like that. That's what this is. And 7 is closing out something, right? But somebody wanted to show you how powerful, like when we talking about inner strength here, somebody wanted to basically show somebody with this number 9, we are so we are so unified. This color purple right here, but it's kind of like a play on even like the movie The Color Purple to some degree. It's like that. Every time I think about that movie, The Color Purple, I think about the Mister character. And just like how with all of this air here, this is sword energy here, how it just kind of throughout that movie, how much love actually hurt. That's what this is. It's like love is not supposed to hurt like that. Like people using people's past against them, you know, threatening, ending people, death, causing tower moments for people, you know, this kind of thing, sacrificing people, all of this. So this is what I'm seeing here in the cards. So this is what I'm seeing here. So, but you're healing from the pain that some people cause here. And so the Druid is a kind of malevolent nocturnal associated with nightmares. But like I said before. So when I see like inner strength here, positive results are ahead here for your cards here. And now everybody's talking about this religious organization. Everybody's talking about this religious organization. But something happened with this, Ten of Wands here. What was done behind this person's back. They're responsible for what was done behind this person's back. Who was just building. Yeah. Yeah. What was done behind this person's back, who was just building, who was just trying to build up their life. You know, who was just... Yeah, so sweet treat. So something happened. Something was happening when somebody was. It looks like this is what somebody has in common. Looks like this is what you have in common with someone. It's like something happened behind your back and someone else's back. It's like as you were just trying to build, some energies wanted to show that you were just a very sweet person, and it's like this happened to you and quite a few people. Some energies were just trying to use your past against you and some other people, and almost like trying to hang you out to dry, like really try to use your past against you to try to end you, trying to cause you and somebody else to have a tower moment. And you're just trying to build. And people got great joy out of doing this, and they want to take swift action. Like, wow. All right, so let's close this out. So yeah, it looks like some people are apologizing now. So yeah, skill. Yep. Yep. So it looks like on your cards here. It's like the laws of Ma'at here. I'm just talking about like this Egyptian here, the Ptah. You know, it's like the, you know, people who just like, there's some kind of divine order here. Yeah. It looks like some energies were like almost trying to like demonize somebody behind their back. Like there was a lot of like trying to pull somebody into a karmic cycle, like talking about somebody's past, um, doing something about somebody, saying something about somebody's past, like to a point of just overwhelm. Like soon as somebody starts believing in their dreams, looks like the card, and want to try to expand, you know, somebody tries to pull somebody into a karmic cycle, but all, like using all of their resources to pull people into a karmic cycle, but to phase them out to do a destiny swap, to swap them out and use someone else using resources, making a lot of phone calls, text messages, you know, that kind of thing, to end somebody but putting somebody else in there, but using resources. Like, okay, we have the resources, we like at a crown, like, but this is an outer crown, not crown chakra in terms of spirituality, like in terms of positive, using it at, like using power in the positive sense, like, oh, we can make a phone call and get somebody a job, we can make a phone call and help expand someone's business, we can make a phone call in a very harmonious, peaceful, healed way. We got those kind of relationships. It's like people saying we can make a phone call and we can end somebody, that kind of thing, right? We can put an end to somebody in that way, behind their backs. We can do something in the darkness. We can demonize somebody in the dark. We can put it with these two people. We can swap their lives out just like that. Next thing you know, they'll get a phone call and they won't even know what happened. They won't even know what hit them. You know, that kind of thing. And so this is what the apology is for. Like, he apologizes for betraying you. She apologizes for betraying you. And saying that you made a positive impact on them. And so your new home awaits. Your new home awaits. Yeah. Should you double back for them? You know, so somebody is basically, you know, still telling lies about you. But this is what you and somebody have in common. But like I said, you're making positive impacts on people, because apparently some people are now saying, I don't know what people are saying, you know, about you. Because you're making positive impacts on people. That's all I can say. That's all I can say is that you're being consistent. You're being consistent in how you're unifying. Your positivity is just shining a light on some things. Yeah. Your light, your sunlight is shining a light on some things. I feel like somebody is operating in a spirit of love. It's like that's what somebody is talking about. Somebody is consistently speaking love conversations, like a frequency of love, right? And people are talking about how sweet somebody is. Like, they're not talking about hate, right? So anyway, the second video is going to come out. So this is about closing out cycles, right? So closing out cycles, and I know when you hear death, but we're talking about death/rebirth. Like this card right here says death, but this death is actually a rebirth. So you're pulling up something to close out a cycle, to plant new seeds, like in fertile soil. So this death card, even though it says death here, it's new beginnings, the end of a cycle, change, rebirth, endings, letting go of something, right? So, and so instead of you like looking for your strength on the outer you're looking for strength, your strength your inner strength is from source, from within, right? That's what this is, right? Strength from within. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. This, I think, let me see. Yeah. Yeah, so a fiery climax approaches, and then also adjustments are required. Yeah, fiery climax approaches and adjustments are required. So, let me see. So we have a full moon in Scorpio, and then the last quarter moon is going to be, that's going to be third quarter moon, is going to be in Aquarius. And Aquarius rules the 11th house. It's a humanitarian sign. So again, Aquarius is in Pluto until the year 2043, March 8th, I believe, until 2043. Call to humanitarianism. I mean, we talked about that before, but anyway, that's that. Let me see what else we got. And you all can look that up. I think I talked about it in a previous video, but we're not going to spend too much time there. Yeah, but somebody has an innate spiritual understanding of something now, of just kind of sort of the material world. I feel like somebody maybe had to see something to believe it before, and just humility. But allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way, and I delight in receiving it. But something was done behind someone's back, you know, without someone's knowledge. For two people, and by two people, by two people. And this was, like I said, a complete and total abuse of power. All these phone calls that people were making around town, saying we got all these connections, we can make this happen just like this, that, pop of a finger, we can make a phone call, we can make this happen. You know, all them phone calls can be made to help people find jobs, connections, and such and such and such and such. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing for you. See you in the next video, and that's going to be for the moon in Sagittarius. A moon in Sagittarius is all about growth, what's on the horizon, opportunities, those kind of things. So that's what you're going to look forward to. So this is about closing out cycles, new beginnings, that kind of thing. So somebody is now learning how to tap into your inner strength and recognizing all the sacrifices that your ancestors already made, so that you don't have to keep making the same sacrifices, and that your kids, grandkids don't have to keep making the same sacrifices. That's what I see, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.